Hi Gemini, welcome back. Gemini, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip them if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's go ahead and get straight into it. So Gemini, when I was meditating on the collective energy, the collective Gemini energy, I could not get past a song to get any images or any additional information. And the song may resonate with you, but it's not always necessarily about the song or if you like the song or not, but more so the meaning behind the lyrics that they gave me. But I just kept getting this one part to, I believe it's En Vogue, what's it gonna be? Because I can't pretend. Don't you wanna be more than friends? So maybe check out that song. That song may be nostalgic for you, or like I said, it just could be about the lyrics. You know, some of you are in this situation right now, Gemini, of like, what's it going to be, you know, in or out, here or there, like wanting some decisions to be made about where you stand maybe with another person or where they stand with you, or just in general, you know, like, what's it going to be? Let's move on with this. Let's move forward. So I feel a little bit of, persistence here, okay, whether that's on your part or the part of another. And then as I was thinking of the word persistence, I received the word hesitancy. So there's also at the same exact time some hesitancy here. So let's see what this is all about, Gemini, and get into the cards. You have the 9th house out as the overall connecting energy, Sagittarian energy for some of you. Sagittarius season is here. Certainly that could be why this is being highlighted, but you could have that in your chart or the birth chart of the person you're dealing with. You have the King of Pentacles in your overall energy, and this person has the 6 of Wands. So this is talking about, you know, going outside the norms, taking some risks, you know, wanting to see more action in your life. This might be a time period, Gemini, that feels really busy to you, as I got like a busybody or like a busy mind type of vibe going on when I was meditating. But this also talks about spirituality and your faith structures, your beliefs. It could be that you have... okay, I got the word common denominator. There's something about a common denominator here with you and the person you're connecting with. I was going to say you might have some differences around the way that you perceive life or your belief structures, but there's, even if that's the case, they're saying there's still some sort of common denominator, like something you could find commonality with, okay, with this person. You are in the King of Pentacles in the upright, earth energy for some of you, but since this is showing up as you, I feel like some of you might be accustomed to having things your way, okay? Because I'm getting a song. I had it my way. Or maybe it's time that things do go your way, okay? So take it as it resonates. That is not at all the message I usually get with that card, but it came in so clearly, I had to say it. So it's just getting into this mind frame, right, Gemini, of being more grounded with who you share your time with, being more practical in the things you're giving focus to, maybe even doing some self-work, self-care, especially around like the creative aspects or the career aspects or the financial aspects of your life. It's a desire to feel more secure in who you are, and from that space, like kind of looking towards the future as to what you would like to experience next. And I do feel that it's almost like you really are wanting to come to some sort of conclusion here, but at the same time there is hesitancy. Okay, so interesting messages coming through. This is the 6 of Wands and the person that you're dealing with. So to me, this card is about wanting to stand out from the crowd, someone who gets a lot of attention or has your attention. If not that, then it's just like this feeling of success, but also wanting some sort of recognition, right? So I feel like whoever this is that you're dealing with, they're kind of looking for new avenues to feel good about themselves as well. Okay. On a lower note, this person might be doing some like attention-seeking behaviors, or maybe in the past they've done that. But on a high note, this person is kind of seeking some sort of validation, okay? Really from themselves, but I heard from others as well, or maybe from you, okay? Maybe this person really wants your attention, Gemini. So we're going to look at perception and how you see each other, your genuine emotions underneath it all, and the most likely future outcome for Gemini. Okay, perception. Now keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder, so it may be your truth, but it may not be this person's truth. But we'll start there. Four of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Ooh, I did not mean to get those out, but I'll take note. So I'm getting another song in, Addicted to Love. The lights are on, but you're not home. You're in. That's Robert Palmer, Addicted to Love. Okay, that could be coming in for you or the person you're connecting with. So Gemini, when it comes to how you're seeing things, I feel like some of you are in this space of just kind of wanting to feel at peace with things. You know, it's like you want to give to the connection. You want to be open. You want to be yourself. But it's also a lot of this self-work vibe. So some of you might be taking some time to yourself, okay, during the December season, Christmas season, to just spend some time doing the things that you love with the people that you love, and yeah, kind of putting a lot of your focus there, all right? Especially if you've been addicted to love or focusing too much on relationships or this connection, that you're kind of losing sight of other things that, you know, need your attention or that are important to you. So don't neglect the things that are important to you. Just remember to keep it balanced here. I feel like some of you may have quietly decided to cut communication with someone. It may or may not be related to this connection, but it's also an avoidance tactic, okay? So there's something about avoiding, I'm getting so many different messages, and yet it's not coming in clearly. So there's some blockages here when it comes to communication and the Gemini energy. It's like not getting the words right, or you want to say something, but you're not getting your point across. I'm feeling a bit frustrated right now as well. Like I almost want to kind of stop the reading. It's that kind of vibe. It's like you start explaining something and then you realize that you never got to your point, or that didn't make sense, or you thought you were making sense, but then the other person didn't pick up on your point. That could be something that has been like going on energetically, okay? Miscommunication, or a sense of like not feeling heard, okay? And then it's like, fine, I'll just keep it to myself. It's like coming to this conclusion, Gemini, of just like, well, I don't want to over communicate and I don't want to miscommunicate, and I don't want to dwell on that. So I'll just keep it to myself, right? Because they're giving me the song Talking to Myself. But yet quietly contemplating things, okay? You may feel like you wanted to give to this person or have some sort of equal exchange. But it's like, I heard they dipped out. It's like you didn't get your point across or something. Or it landed on deaf ears even, all right? So let's see this person's perception of the connection. Yet I do feel like you want to give to it, okay? I do feel like you feel this is something or someone that you can invest in, okay? That you would like to talk to, all right? Maybe even have dreams about this person, okay? Or the things that you would like to say, enter your dream state. Let's see this person's perception. That is the Four of Swords. Wow, you both have the Four of Swords in your perception of each other. So I'm getting words like at peace with, peacemaker, at peace with the decision. I feel like whatever the decision was, you're at peace with it. But I also feel this person is also at peace with whatever decisions have been made on their end as well. So I feel when it comes to that, you're in the same energy. I also feel like this person is also quietly contemplating things, okay? So it's like, even if you aren't saying it to each other, you're both kind of thinking along the same lines, and that's the common denominator. Okay, thank you. That's the common denominator. The Hangman in the reverse. But it's like, yeah, this person isn't seeing things from your perspective, though, okay? Even if you tried to explain yourself, okay, it would feel like no matter what you said, it was taken the wrong way or misperceived, or it's not that you're right and they're wrong, or they're right and you're wrong, Gemini. It's more so of different languages, you know. I'm not saying you speak different languages, although some of you maybe, but you know what I mean, like different love languages, or like the way you express yourself. This person is different in that aspect, okay? But I do feel like this person is having a hard time seeing their part in things. There is some sort of regret here or remorse, okay? But yet they still have a hard time seeing their part in something. This could be someone playing the victim as well, Gemini, you know, like, I don't know why that person acted the way they did, or why they did the, you know, why the Gemini did this or did that, you know. In the meantime, they're not looking at maybe what they said, what they did. And I'm not here to play the blame game, right? I'm just saying that something like that, that's just an example of, you know, not being able to see the broader perspective of what actually occurred, all right? So this person may view your silence as, they may be, if you're giving this person silence, Gemini, they are interpreting it differently than you're meaning it. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling all kinds of frustrated in this reading. And I almost skipped over your reading because I couldn't really get any channeled messages outside of that song, and that was kind of frustrating me. But then I felt called to do it anyways. So, you know, maybe that's the energy around what's happening here. It's like, this is frustrating, but you feel called to do something anyways. Let's go into the genuine emotions and see how you're feeling underneath it all. The Star. The Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. That was the High Priestess that popped out, but the Justice card. Well, Gemini, I feel like what's coming in emotionally for you is a lot of healing, a lot of balance, kind of regaining your strength, having clarity, also coming to this more objective stance. Okay, so I feel if you have taken time out for yourself and to like refocus onto things that are important to you, it's definitely working for you. Okay, there's like this hopefulness returning to your life and this progress that you're seeing come through. Just able to think more clearly and to clearly see what's working for you, what's not working for you, especially when it comes to this relationship or just relationships in general. It's like whatever decision you have made, even if there's some frustration around it, I feel you're at peace with it, or you're coming to this point in your life where you're feeling like at peace with it, whereas maybe in the past you were feeling at odds with someone or at odds with something. It's just getting to this point of like, I love me, you know, I love me. So it doesn't really matter, right? I don't really need others to validate that or this person to validate that, because I can validate that within myself. And that is true spiritual and emotional growth and an incredible accomplishment. So like, can we get a clap for my Geminis, you know? And I'm not saying use that as a tool. They gave me the word weaponize. Sometimes people take self-love and then they use that as a reason to be cruel to others because they know they can't be affected, or to cut people off. And there is a fine line here. So I'm going to bring this to the forefront because it's being brought to the forefront for me. That you can love yourself and still show compassion and empathy towards others. You know what I'm saying? So don't go so far into it that no one else matters at all. I'm not saying to not make other people matter, but I am saying make how you feel about yourself matter the most. And I feel like that's what you're doing, right? And it is giving you a sense of peace. It is giving you a sense of balance. It is giving you the sense of progress, you know, and you might even be seeing the progress where once you thought maybe you would never move past something or never move on from something. Now it's like, oh my gosh, I'm here, you know, I've arrived. You know? It just dawns on you that you're not where you used to be emotionally, you know. Let's see this person's emotional space, the Devil. Death card, Temperance, the King of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Well, emotionally, holy cow, this person's not quite in the same boat. I feel there's some things that they still haven't let go of, that they're still angry about. And it could be this change. If things ended between you and this person, they're not happy with the way things went. Okay? And they may be calculating their next move, Gemini, but I do feel this person, there's some like elusiveness around them, or they actually gave me the word delusional, and I don't like to talk about people in that way, but there could be some delusion, or they also gave me the word grandeur around this person or their personality in general. Could be Scorpio, Capricorn, Sag energy, but doesn't have to be. It's just like, they're not in the same spot as you. This person may have a lot of codependencies or addictions that they're dealing with, temperament issues, possibly a resistance towards like change. But this person, they need to make a decision. So I think that now I can see why there was so much confusion at the beginning. See, because you made a decision, Gemini, and you were very clear within yourself about that. This person also wanted to save face, I feel. So they may have made it seem that they were also very good with that decision, or that they were at peace with something. But in all reality, this person is not over it, or they're still holding on to something, regrets, remorse, guilt, loss, whatever this is. They're still holding on to things. It's showing up in their emotional space as a blockage. It's not allowing change to truly come in, and it's really causing a lot of confusion here. This person may be seeking outside validation, or they might be like wanting other people to boost their ego or tell them they're right. you know, and the only time we look to other people to kind of fluff us up like that is when we're not sure if we're doing the right thing, right? Just think about it. Because like, if you're super confident in what you're doing and who you are, you don't usually look to others to give you feedback, you know what I'm saying? But if you're not really certain, if you're not really sure, or there's some insecurities there, then those people tend to often look to others for feedback and validation, and they take it very seriously. So I feel like that's kind of what's going on with this person, if that makes any sense, that they're kind of looking to be fluffed up, you know, by you or by others, or just in general, you know. It's a coping mechanism. This person could be also really confused as to, you know, what's really going on with you emotionally. They may be confusing their own emotions and projecting them onto you. Like, if I feel like this, then Gemini must also feel like this. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're making assumptions based off of how they feel. But that's not necessarily the truth of how you feel. Let's look at the most likely future outcome then, Gemini. The Hangman, the Knight of Wands in the reverse, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords in the reverse. You just don't care anymore. That sounds cruel. I don't mean that in like a callous way. I mean, like, you just don't care what this person thinks or how they feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that you don't care about maybe them as a person, but you're no longer using their opinion to validate you. It's like, you've kind of seen this from all angles, and some of you have decided you're not going to take action on this. You're going to kind of continue to work on yourself and to kind of shut off even thinking about this person, okay? So this is very specific. And this might be a temporary solution. Some of you, this is permanent. You know, you're going to know what boat you're in. But I feel like you're not really interested in hearing what this person thinks anymore. And again, I feel it's coming from this place of maybe going through some deep healing and now putting all of the focus onto what's best for you, okay? Not in a way that is, well, the guidance is not to do that in a way that is cruel to another. So it's totally fine to create your boundaries and focus on self, but just leave the maliciousness out of it or the blame game. I don't feel you're actually doing that. I guess it's just guidance for maybe the few of you who are trying to do that. I feel the majority of the Geminis that are going to watch this reading are in a higher elevation to where you're just going to completely shut it off. You're going to cut it out. The great thing about being a Gemini and an air sign is that detachment comes rather easily unless you have a lot of water placements, you know, so it's just like, well, I changed my mind, you know, and I'm not going to entertain that, or you're not going to make me do anything that I don't want to do, you know. And I feel you sticking to that. Okay, so let's see this person's. I have no idea why I'm getting this song, and I don't even know what it's to. She says, I don't even think I can sing it. I can't. Tiptoe, I can't do it. It's like like this old-timey song. It's almost like a musical song, you know, from like a musical. If it comes in clearer, I will give it to you. Two of Swords. This person's most likely future outcome. If I didn't say this before, all of the future outcomes can be changed with free will. Okay. Two of Swords, King of Swords. Wow. So this person isn't sure what to think, Gemini. They were hoping to see things come together. Like I said, this person hasn't let go. You know, even if they've said they let go, even if they said they're at peace with the way things are, I don't think so. You know, maybe they are, but right now, I just don't feel like this person's in a good emotional space. And they're really uncertain what to think, okay? I think that they had it in their plans or in their mind that things were going to come together and that there was going to be some sort of like healing or restoration or reconciliation here, you know, and yet they're being met with this very opposite of what they were expecting, this like new you for some of you. And I think that was the title of your spiritual reading, was a new you know, this new version of you. And I feel this person's not really sure, you know, what to think about that, especially if you were giving them a lot of attention in the past and now you've diverted your attention. It's like, I don't want to say it's shocking to this person, but it definitely has them thinking, you know, or they've taken notice of that, Gemini, a shift. They've noticed the shift in your energy, okay? And they're bringing me back to the original message that there's still some sort of common denominator here. So I'm not really sure what that is, but maybe this person did this to you in the past and now it's your turn, or there's like, even though you seem to be on a different page currently with this person, there is still some commonalities, or there's some common ground you could come to in the future. I heard the not so distant future. So there might be a surprising twist maybe after Sagittarius season, but of course you would have to be open and wanting that. Right now, I don't feel like you're in that space. I feel like you're a little bit kind of closed off. This person is definitely feeling that energy. And I don't think that's what they wanted, you know, so yeah. Let's see what the Osho Zen has to say. Okay, so they have the Fool. This person is also getting to the space where they may make some impulsive decisions, right? Especially if they're feeling pushed to the edge here. And then you have the Existence card and the Master. So you're learning to kind of master your focus and understanding that when you place that focus within, that's the most empowerment you'll ever feel. And so some of you are coming to like mastering some sort of spiritual lesson, okay? So let's see what the guidance is, and then we'll leave it there for now. But I don't know how many times I can say this. I don't feel this person is on the same page, Gemini. Or maybe even on the same spiritual level, okay? So if you were once a match to this person, you might be kind of migrating out of the connection, all right? Or at least for the time being. So you have the card of Trust. While your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on a boundless opportunity and so much more. So I think, you know, listening to your intuition is really going to be key, okay? To me, this card is like, not all is as it seems, which is interesting. I got that message in the Scorpio reading as well. Some of you could be dealing with the Scorpio or have that in your chart. Check that out if you are. Because again, I got something about like a surprising twist in the not so distant future. So you might need to use your intuition, especially as we go into late December towards Capricorn season, okay? Maybe even come back to this reading, you know, during that time frame, and this might make more sense to you. Some of you might watch this the first time and it may not make complete sense, but if you come back to it in about 4 weeks, I feel you could get a deeper meaning, okay, out of the reading. So I'm going to leave it there for now, Gemini. Zodiac signs you might be dealing with: Aquarius, Scorpio, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Libra, Aries, Sagittarius again, Aquarius again, Libra again. Yep, those are the predominant in Gemini energy, Pisces energy, Taurus energy here. So those are the predominant zodiac signs I'm seeing. Those could be in your chart or the chart of the person you're dealing with. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I have a lot of videos over there as well. All of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section, where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very best, Gemini. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.